What is up, my beautiful weebs, otaku, whatever you want to be called that you know of anime? And today we're going to be doing what if Deku had a lava quirk. So, I guess we can just jump straight. Wait, no. Before I even say that, before we even jump straight into let me explain how the quirk works. So we're not jumping straight into it. But the quirk is called eruption. Or it's just going to be called magma. So, but I like the name eruption because it sounds like an actual quirk name. But the quirk allows Deku to turn parts of his body into lava and stop, bullets and stuff. But it also allows Deku to control lava. So Deku's I almost said devil fruit. But the reason I almost did say devil fruit is because Deku's quirk is basically a Logia from One Piece. Yeah, he's a Logia user. He's basically a Kainu. But if he wasn't sucky. But, so, yeah, that just really sums it all up. Deku's a Logia user. Boom. but, let's keep going. So, let's get into it now. So, Deku was born at the age of 3. Deku was falling around on Kachan or Katsuki Bakugo. Inko Midoriya had a quirk. Inko Midoriya had a fire quirk, and Hasashi's quirk was unknown, but it was said to be a magma quirk. Deku wondered what his quirk would be, seeing a combination of two fire quirks. At the age of 5, while talking to Bakugo, his quirk would suddenly manifest. His arm would begin to drip, and the floor would begin to burn. Bakugo would freak out and jump back, and he was like, "Deku, your arm!" And Deku would look at his arm, not even noticing, and he would be stunned, but also scared. Deku would run around the daycare trying to put it out, only setting the daycare on fire. Sorry if you guys heard a rip sound, I just ripped the paper. But only to set the daycare on fire. They put it out, and Deku was not going to be bullied anymore, seeing how he almost set the whole daycare ablaze. He didn't set the whole daycare ablaze, he just set a minor classroom in the daycare ablaze. Deku finally put his arm out, and Inko right after would take Deku to the quirk doctor. So, do you think he'll get a quirk doctor? Yes. His quirk's name is Eruption. He can turn his body into parts of lava, and he can control it. Inko would be stunned at Izuku's quirk, but not really surprised, seeing how her quirk is a fire quirk and Hasashi's is a magma quirk. Inko would then take Deku home and put on his favorite All Might clip. Deku would just look around in the clip, not paying attention to All Might anymore, but the fire around it. Deku wondered if he could control that fire. Alright, time skip to when Deku's canon Deku, canon Deku now. But so Deku's leaving class, but then he hears a sloosh, and out comes the sludge villain. The sludge villain attacks Deku, but Deku stomps his foot, and the whole ground just disintegrates, I guess you could say, or it just gets burnt to a crisp. But the whole ground basically turns into magma. Yeah, the whole ground turns into magma, and then the sludge villain says, hot, and then just jumps away from Deku. Deku then lets, from his right foot, lets a whole explosion of lava consume the sludge villain. All Might lands and says, I am hit. He's just seeing the sight of Deku taking down the sludge villain so easily. Deku keeps putting more lava and lava on. Also, the side effect of his quirk is if he uses it too long, he'll pass out from the own heat of his own quirk. So then, All Might is like, well done, kid. But you know it's illegal to use your quirk without a hero's license. Deku said, I'm sorry, All Might. And then Deku says, can I have your autograph? All Might would hand Deku his notebook, showing that he already signed it. All Might would quickly put the black burnt sludge villain into a bottle and jump away. Deku would actually still grab onto All Might's leg in this age. He would say, wait, All Might, I'm not finished. I still have questions. All Might's like, what the heck, kid? And then the sludge bottle villain falls without both of them noticing. Then All Might lands on the roof, seeing as he doesn't want Deku to fall, even though Deku can turn half of his body into lava to fly. Yes, I already said this, but I'll say it again. The boy is basically a Logia. All Might then deforms, and Deku says, you're not All Might, you're an imposter! And All Might says, what kid? No, I'm All Might. But this happened to me while I was in a fight years ago. Deku would remember back to the clip, and he would think, well, he couldn't just save everybody and not get hurt. He said, a serious villain did this to me. All Might would lift up his shirt. Deku would slowly put his hand over his face like, I don't swing that way. But then Deku would look and see that All Might had this huge injury, a gash, an explosion in his stomach of guts. Deku would be afraid that All Might would die soon. So Deku would walk over and say, when did you get this? All Might said, years ago. Would say years ago. Deku would then say, do you think it's possible for somebody that has a dangerous quirk, aka his quirk, to be a hero? Yes. If you train it right, and can control it, then you'll definitely become a hero. Deku then says in his head, then I'll focus on that. I promise I'll become a hero. Deku then just jumps off the building. All Might tries to catch him, but then sees Deku turn half of his body into magma, and just starts flying away. Deku lands onto the ground, but just as he's about to take another step, boom! He hears this loud explosion. He runs toward the opposite direction where the explosion came from, and he would just see Bakugo struggling, saying, get off me, you damn villain! And then he says, I'm gonna explode you to bits if you don't let me go right now! And the sludge villain is just ignoring Bakugo, laughing. Deku would think in his mind, why are all these heroes still looking? They should try to do something. Deku would run in. All the fire that was around, caused from the explosions from Bakugo, Deku had absorbed. Deku would jump into the air and unleash a wave of lava. The sludge villain would once feel the burning heat. He would look up and say, no, it's that kid again. But before Deku can finish off the sludge villain for good, All Might jumps in and stops Deku. All Might says, I get what you mean by dangerous quirk now. He's in buff form, by the way. He's All Might now. All Might. But All Might apprehends the villain. Takes him away. But well, actually, the officers take him away. But then All Might says, "That is a very strong quirk you have there, young Midoriya." And then Deku says, "Wait, how do you know my name?" And then he just says his folder. Sorry, guys, that somebody just walked in. But yeah, this is what it's like having sisters. But 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 that's like the youngest sister, even though she's older than me. And so Deku walks up to Yue, feeling himself, and then he trips and falls, and this mysterious girl saves him. Now I'm gonna end it here. Bye, guys.